$5 million. In real estate, that might get you a mansion. But in the world of exotic cars, it buys engineering masterpieces few people will ever see. From track-only hypercars to hand-built one-offs, here's what $5 million really gets you, and why these machines are worth every penny. The $5 million mark in the exotic car world is where things get seriously interesting. This isn't just about speed anymore, though we'll get plenty of that. This is about exclusivity, craftsmanship, and owning something that maybe 50 people on the entire planet will ever experience. These aren't just cars, they're statements, investments, and in some cases, the closest thing to a time machine you can legally drive on public roads. Let's start with what might be the most obvious choice in this price range: the Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus. At around $4.5 million, this hypercar represents the absolute bleeding edge of what's possible when money is no object. The numbers are almost comical: 1,479 horsepower from an 8.0-liter quad turbocharged W16 engine. This thing doesn't just accelerate, it warps reality around it. The Chiron Supersport holds the production car land speed record at 304.773 miles per hour. Think about that for a second. 300 miles per hour in a car. You can theoretically drive to the grocery store. The engineering required to make a vehicle stable at those speeds is mind-boggling. We're talking about active aerodynamics that adjust thousands of times per second, a suspension system that can lower the car to just 2.6 inches off the ground, and brakes that could probably stop a freight train. But here's where it gets really wild. Bugatti only made 30 of these Supersport 300 Plus models. 30 in the entire world. You're not just buying horsepower, you're buying a piece of automotive history that will never be replicated. Now, if you want to talk about pure, unadulterated racing pedigree wrapped in a street-legal package, the McLaren P1 GTR Lanzante might be your answer. At around $5 million, this isn't just a car. It's a Formula One car that somehow convinced the DMV to give it license plates. McLaren took their already insane P1 hypercar and threw out any pretense of comfort or practicality. The P1 GTR produces 986 horsepower from its hybrid powertrain, but that number doesn't tell the whole story. This car weighs just 3,531 pounds, which means it has a power-to-weight ratio that would make a fighter jet jealous. 0 to 60 miles per hour happens in just 2.4 seconds, but more importantly, this thing can pull lateral G-forces that will rearrange your internal organs. Stick around until the end to see the $5 million car that's so exclusive, the manufacturer personally interviews every potential buyer and has the right to refuse the sale even if you have the money. Speaking of exclusivity, let's talk about the Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute. At approximately $4.8 million, this Swedish masterpiece represents what happens when a small team of absolute perfectionists decides to build the ultimate high-speed machine. The Jesko Absolute produces 1,600 horsepower on racing fuel. That's more power than some NASCAR engines produce. But the real party trick of the Jesko is its transmission. Koenigsegg developed something called the light speed transmission, which can change gears in virtually zero time. We're not talking milliseconds here, we're talking about gear changes so fast that they're essentially instantaneous. This allows the car to always be in the optimal gear for maximum acceleration, regardless of what the driver is doing. The aerodynamics on the Absolute are specifically tuned for maximum top speed. Koenigsegg estimates this car could theoretically reach 330 miles per hour under the right conditions. 330 miles per hour. That's faster than most small aircraft cruise at. The engineering required to make a car stable at those speeds involves computational fluid dynamics that would make NASA engineers impressed. Now, if you're the type of person who thinks modern hypercars are too civilized, too comfortable, too easy to drive, then you might want to consider the Gordon Murray T50. At around $4.5 million, this car is Murray's love letter to the golden age of Formula One racing. Murray designed some of the most successful F1 cars in history, including the McLaren MP4/4 that dominated the late 80s. The T50 weighs just 2,174 pounds. To put that in perspective, that's lighter than a Mazda Miata. But unlike a Miata, the T50 has a naturally aspirated 12-cylinder engine that revs to 12,100 RPM and produces 654 horsepower. The power-to-weight ratio is absolutely obscene. What makes this car special isn't just the numbers, it's the philosophy. Murray designed the T50 to be the ultimate analog driving experience. There's no traction control, no stability management, no driver aids whatsoever. It's just you, a manual transmission, and 654 horsepower in a package that weighs less than some motorcycles. But perhaps the most insane option in this price range isn't even a production car in the traditional sense. For around $5 million, you can buy a genuine Formula One car from recent seasons. We're talking about actual race cars that competed in the pinnacle of motorsport, driven by the best drivers in the world, engineered by teams with budgets that exceed the GDP of small countries. A recent-era F1 car produces around 1,000 horsepower from a 1.6-liter turbocharged V6 engine. But the real magic is in the aerodynamics and energy recovery systems. These cars generate so much downforce that they could theoretically drive upside down at speeds above 100 miles per hour. The energy recovery system harvests power from braking and exhaust heat, then deploys it for additional acceleration. The downside? These cars are essentially unusable outside of a racetrack with a full support crew. They need to be preheated before starting, require specialized fuel, and need complete rebuilds after relatively short periods of use. But if your goal is to own the absolute pinnacle of automotive technology, nothing comes close to a genuine F1 car. For those who prefer their exclusivity with a side of practicality, the Rolls-Royce Phantom Tempest collection might be more appealing. At around $5 million for a fully optioned example, this isn't just a car. It's a mobile palace. The Tempest collection features a headliner with over 1,000 individually placed fiber optic lights that create a constellation effect. The wood trim contains actual meteorite particles, and the leather is sourced from bulls that lived in specific regions and were raised under particular conditions to ensure the absolute highest quality. The V12 engine produces 563 horsepower, but that's almost beside the point. This car is about creating an environment so luxurious, so isolated from the outside world, that passengers feel like they're traveling in their own private universe. The suspension system can detect road imperfections before the wheels even hit them and adjust accordingly. The cabin is so well insulated that it's actually quieter inside than most people's bedrooms at night. Then there's the world of vintage racing exotica. For $5 million, you could own a genuine Porsche 917 race car from the early 70s. These cars dominated endurance racing and were so fast, so dangerous, that several racing series eventually banned them. The 917 could reach speeds of over 230 miles per hour on the long straights at Le Mans, which was absolutely terrifying given the safety standards of the era. These vintage race cars represent a time when racing was pure, raw, and incredibly dangerous. The drivers were genuine gladiators, and the cars were barely controlled missiles. Owning one isn't just about having a fast car, it's about owning a piece of motorsport history when men were men and cars were death traps. The maintenance costs on these vintage racers can be astronomical. Original parts are nearly impossible to find, and everything has to be rebuilt by specialists who understand the original engineering. At the absolute top of the exotic car food chain sits the McLaren F1. Clean examples now sell for over $5 million, making it one of the most expensive production cars ever made. The F1 was designed by Gordon Murray as the ultimate road car, with no compromises for comfort or practicality. It features a naturally aspirated BMW V12 engine producing 627 horsepower in a car weighing just 2,509 pounds. The F1 held the production car speed record for over a decade, reaching 240.1 miles per hour. But more importantly, it established the template for every hypercar that followed. The central driving position, the carbon fiber construction, the naturally aspirated high-revving engine. These elements have been copied by every subsequent supercar manufacturer. What makes $5 million cars special isn't just their performance or exclusivity. It's their ability to represent the absolute pinnacle of human engineering and craftsmanship. These machines exist at the intersection of art and science, where the laws of physics meet unlimited budgets and obsessive attention to detail. If you enjoyed this glimpse into the world of ultimate luxury, remember when electric cars were just awkward-looking economy vehicles with questionable range? Those days are dead and buried. The luxury EV market in 2025 isn't just competing with gas-powered alternatives, it's redefining what automotive luxury even means. Forget everything you thought you knew about electric cars. These 7 masterpieces of engineering aren't just impressive for electric vehicles. They're simply the most advanced machines on 4 wheels, period. So let's dive into the 7 most extraordinary electric luxury vehicles that are reshaping the industry this year. Number 7. Lucid Air Sapphire. The 2025 Lucid Air Sapphire takes everything that made the original Air revolutionary and elevates it to an entirely new level. This isn't just a car, it's essentially a private jet for the road. The Sapphire packs a mind-bending 1,200 horsepower from its tri-motor setup, launching from 0 to 60 in just 1.89 seconds. What truly separates the Sapphire is its impressive range, over 400 miles on a single charge, and when you need to juice up, its 900-volt architecture means you can add 200 miles in just 15 minutes. The interior features a floating cockpit design with multiple curved displays creating an immersive driver environment. The impressive glass canopy roof offers spectacular visibility, while advanced electrochromic tinting allows for perfect light control at the touch of a button, complemented by a powerful Dolby Atmos sound system. Starting price? A cool $249,000. But when you're redefining luxury mobility, that almost seems reasonable. Number 6. Rolls-Royce Spectre. Rolls-Royce doesn't chase trends, it sets them. And with the Spectre, the British luxury icon has created perhaps the most opulent electric vehicle ever conceived. The Spectre delivers 577 horsepower and weighs nearly 6,000 pounds. With its imposing stature and illuminated Pantheon grille, it commands attention without saying a word. The coach doors open to reveal what can only be described as a mobile palace, with the iconic Starlight headliner now extended to door panels. The Spectre's party piece is its absolute silence. Rolls-Royce engineers have created what they call planar suspension, which combines active suspension with GPS data to predict road conditions ahead and deliver the brand's signature magic carpet ride with unprecedented smoothness. You don't just escape road noise, you enter a different acoustic dimension. Each Spectre takes over 10,000 individual operations to build by hand, with buyers waiting months for delivery. With nearly infinite customization possibilities, the starting price is $420,000, making it among the most expensive production EVs on the market. Number 5. Porsche Taycan Turbo GT. Limited to just 1,900 units worldwide, the Turbo GT features a completely reimagined powertrain with Porsche's most powerful electric motor configuration yet, producing a combined 963 horsepower in attack mode. 0 to 60 happens in just 2.1 seconds, while the quarter mile is demolished in 9.2 seconds. The Turbo GT's most revolutionary feature is its upgraded 800-volt architecture and optimized thermal management system. The advanced battery technology delivers exceptional performance consistency even during track use, while still providing a respectable range of over 300 miles in normal driving conditions. Visually, the Turbo GT is identified by its carbon fiber exterior elements, lightweight magnesium wheels, and exclusive paint options. The body features active aerodynamics with multiple movable surfaces that adjust continuously to optimize downforce and efficiency. Most impressive is the Turbo GT's driver-focused cockpit with carbon bucket seats, reduced sound insulation to save weight, and Porsche's Dynamic Sound Plus, which creates an emotionally engaging acoustic experience perfectly synchronized with acceleration. The price? $210,000, if you can get on the allocation list, which closed within weeks of the car's announcement. Number 4. Mercedes-Maybach EQS SUV. Based on the EQS SUV platform but with exclusive Maybach touches, this flagship SUV focuses on rear seat luxury like nothing else on the market. The first-class rear configuration features 2 individual seats, separated by a full-length console with built-in champagne cooler, fold-out tables, and crystal flutes secured in temperature-controlled holders. Performance is still impressive despite the focus on comfort. The Maybach EQS SUV delivers 649 horsepower from its dual-motor setup, hitting 60 in 4.1 seconds. Range is a respectable 360 miles, and the 200-kilowatt charging system can add significant range in under 30 minutes. The ride quality is otherworldly thanks to the fully active suspension that uses cameras to scan the road surface ahead and prepare for imperfections before you reach them. The Maybach EQS introduces Mercedes's advanced digital light headlights, capable of projecting high-resolution patterns and warnings onto the road surface, including the Maybach logo when approaching the vehicle at night. Starting at around $180,000, the Maybach EQS SUV isn't just transportation, it's a statement about your place in the world. Number 3. BMW i7 M70 Drive. BMW's flagship electric sedan arrives in the form of the breathtaking i7 M70 Drive, proving that the brand's driver-focused philosophy translates perfectly to the electric era. The i7 M70 might be the most technologically advanced car on our list, with proportions that offer executive presence while introducing BMW's latest design language. Performance is staggering. 660 horsepower from dual motors 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, and impressive handling dynamics that belie its size. The i7 introduces BMW's new iconic Sounds Electric, developed in collaboration with legendary composer Hans Zimmer, creating a sophisticated acoustic experience that enhances the driving experience without mimicking combustion engines. Inside, the i7 blends traditional craftsmanship with next-generation technology. The party piece is the 31-inch BMW theater screen, with Amazon Fire TV built in, transforming the rear seats into a private cinema. The optional executive lounge rear seating includes a reclining function with leg rest for first-class comfort. Starting at $185,000, the i7 M70 Drive proves that luxury, performance, and sustainability can coexist beautifully. Number 2. Cadillac Celestiq. General Motors' flagship Cadillac brand has thrown down the gauntlet with the Celestiq, showing that American luxury can compete with the European establishment. Each car is assigned a dedicated design team who works directly with the client over a lengthy design process. No two Celestiq cars are alike. Everything from exterior paint to interior materials can be fully customized. The Celestiq boasts 600 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds, and over 300 miles of range. What sets the Celestiq apart is its uncompromising approach to technology. The dashboard is a single 55-inch digital display with embedded pixel-level dimming. The smart glass roof features 4 quadrants, each independently controllable by occupants for transparency. The cost? Starting at around $300,000, but most Celestiq cars end up closer to $350,000 after personalization. Number 1. Lotus Evija. Lotus's first all-electric hypercar isn't just another luxury vehicle. It's a stunning technological tour de force that combines cutting-edge engineering with astonishing performance. Limited to just 130 examples worldwide, the Evija features a radical design with distinctive venturi tunnels that pass through the rear quarters, creating an unmistakable visual signature while enhancing aerodynamics. Power comes from 4 motors producing a combined 1,972 horsepower, delivering 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds and a top speed over 200 miles per hour. The range is approximately 250 miles, striking a balance between performance and usability. Lotus has created a driver-focused cockpit that puts every control within easy reach. Carbon fiber dominates the interior construction, with minimal distractions and maximum focus on the driving experience. The car features 5 driving modes: range, city, tour, sport, and track. Each Evija represents the pinnacle of electric hypercar engineering, with advanced composite construction and aerospace-inspired technology throughout. Price? If you have to ask, you're not on Lotus's exclusive client list, but the starting price is confirmed at around $2,300,000. The defining sound of automotive excellence, that gut-wrenching acceleration pushing you back into your seat. Today, we're diving into the realm where speed meets art. These aren't just cars, they're engineering masterpieces that make grown men weak at the knees. Let's count down the 10 machines that have redefined our understanding of automotive performance. Number 10. Koenigsegg Jesko. Sweden's gift to speed demons everywhere. The Jesko houses a 5-liter twin-turbo V8 producing 1,280 horsepower on regular fuel and an astonishing 1,600 horsepower on E85 biofuel. Its revolutionary 9-speed light-speed transmission can change between any gears instantaneously. Virtually 0 shift time. The theoretical top speed? Over 300 miles per hour, backed by an aerodynamic system generating more than 3,000 pounds of downforce. With only 125 being made at around $3 million each, the Jesko represents the pinnacle of Swedish engineering. Number 9. Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus. When Bugatti broke the 300-mile-per-hour barrier in 2019, they created automotive history. The resulting production model, the Chiron Supersport 300 Plus, features an 8-liter quad-turbocharged 16-cylinder engine generating 1,500 horsepower. 0 to 60 happens in just 2.4 seconds. Only 30 examples were built, each costing around $3.9 million. The elongated tail isn't just for show. It's essential for maintaining stability at speeds that would make most supercars disintegrate. Every curve and vent serves a purpose beyond mere aesthetics. This is the first production car officially designed to break the 300-mile-per-hour barrier. Number 8. McLaren P1. One of the first hypercars to embrace hybrid technology for performance, not just efficiency. Its 3.8-liter twin-turbo V8 works with an electric motor to deliver 903 horsepower. The P1's active aerodynamics generate 1,322 pounds of downforce, while the hydro-pneumatic suspension can lower the car by 2 inches in race mode, essentially transforming it into a road-legal race car. 375 P1s were built between 2013 and 2015, selling for around $1.1 million. Today, they command nearly double that at auction. Number 7. Ferrari LaFerrari. This isn't just a Ferrari, it's the Ferrari. At its heart lies a 6.3-liter naturally aspirated V12, paired with an electric motor derived from Ferrari's Formula One KERS system, producing 963 horsepower. The carbon fiber chassis was developed with input from Ferrari's F1 team. The driver sits in a fixed seat position, with the pedals and steering wheel adjusting to fit, just like in a Formula car. Only 499 LaFerraris were initially produced, with an additional 209 Aperta versions coming later. Original pricing started at $1.4 million, but the market value has since tripled. Number 6. Pagani Huayra BC Roadster. If hypercars were judged on artistic merit alone, Pagani would win every competition. Powered by a Mercedes-AMG-sourced 6-liter twin-turbo V12 producing 800 horsepower, the BC Roadster weighs just 2,756 pounds thanks to Carbo Titanium, an advanced composite combining carbon fiber and titanium. Every element is meticulously crafted by hand, from the leather interior to the titanium bolts with the Pagani logo engraved on each one. Its active aerodynamic system features 4 independently operating flaps that adjust automatically based on driving conditions. With only 40 examples produced at around $3.5 million each, this isn't just transportation. It's automotive sculpture that happens to reach 230 miles per hour. Number 5. Rimac Nevera. The Croatian-built Nevera represents a paradigm shift in performance engineering. Its 4 electric motors, one for each wheel, produce an almost unbelievable 1,914 horsepower. The result? 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds and 0 to 186 miles per hour in just 9.3 seconds. Its 120 kilowatt-hour battery pack enables a range of over 340 miles. Unlike some hypercars that are essentially stripped-down race cars, the Nevera offers genuine luxury with 3 high-resolution screens and hand-stitched leather. Only 150 examples are planned at $2.4 million each. Number 4. Aston Martin Valkyrie. When Adrian Newey, the most successful Formula One designer in history, teamed up with Aston Martin, the result was extraordinary. The Valkyrie's naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12 engine revs to an astounding 11,000 revolutions per minute, producing 1,160 horsepower without turbochargers or superchargers. The aerodynamics feature massive Venturi tunnels underneath the car to generate unprecedented downforce. The cockpit is so tight that the seats are built directly into the carbon fiber tub, with a removable steering wheel like a Formula One car. Limited to 150 road units at $3.2 million each, the Valkyrie represents the ultimate expression of Formula One technology, adapted for the road. Number 3. McLaren Speedtail. McLaren's tribute to the legendary F1 features a central driving position flanked by 2 passenger seats. Its hybrid powertrain combines a 4-liter twin-turbo V8 with electric motors to produce 1,055 horsepower, enough to reach 250 miles per hour. What truly sets the Speedtail apart is its focus on aerodynamic efficiency. The teardrop shape stretches nearly 17 feet long to minimize drag. Even the side mirrors are replaced with retractable cameras, and the front wheels feature static carbon fiber covers to smooth airflow. Limited to just 106 units, matching the original F1's production run, at $2.25 million each, the Speedtail represents McLaren's vision of the ultimate 3-seat hypercar. Number 2. Bugatti Bolide. Bugatti's track-focused monster takes the Chiron's 8-liter W16 engine and places it in a lightweight body weighing just 2,733 pounds. The result is 1,825 horsepower with a power-to-weight ratio comparable to Formula One cars. The Bolide's extreme aerodynamics generate over 4,400 pounds of downforce at high speeds. Bugatti claims it could theoretically lap the Nürburgring in just 5 minutes, 23 seconds, faster than any production car in history. Limited to just 40 units at €4 million each, the Bolide represents Bugatti engineering unleashed from road-legal constraints. Number 1. Lamborghini Sian FKP37. Lamborghini's first production hybrid combines the company's legendary V12 with cutting-edge supercapacitor technology instead of conventional batteries. Named in honor of Ferdinand Karl Piëch, the Cian, Italian for lightning, produces a combined 819 horsepower. Unlike conventional hybrids, the Cian uses supercapacitors that can charge and discharge energy much faster than batteries, perfect for the rapid power demands of a hypercar. The exterior design is quintessential Lamborghini, dramatic, angular, and aggressive, with Y-shaped headlights and 6 hexagonal taillights inspired by the Countach. Each of the 63 Cian coupes and 19 roadsters has been customized through Lamborghini's Ad Personam program, ensuring no two examples are identical. At approximately $3.6 million and with a 0 to 60 time of less than 2.8 seconds, the Cian represents not just the pinnacle of Lamborghini engineering, but a glimpse into the electrified future of hypercars. These 10 hypercars represent the absolute zenith of automotive achievement, rolling laboratories where performance meets art and where the raw, emotional connection between driver and machine is celebrated in its purest form. Size isn't just a statement, it's power, presence, and undeniable luxury. In a world where bigger often means better, these automotive behemoths redefine what's possible on 4 wheels. Forget compact efficiency. We're diving into the realm where excess is expected and opulence is standard. These 10 massive luxury SUVs don't just command the road, they own it. Number 10. Mercedes-Benz GLS Maybach. The Mercedes-Benz GLS Maybach stands 218 inches long, combining the practicality of an SUV with unparalleled Maybach luxury. The rear cabin feels more like a private jet than a car, featuring individual executive seats that recline to 53 degrees with calf supports, heating, ventilation, and massage functions. Under the hood, the 4-liter V8 biturbo delivers 558 horsepower, launching this 7,000-pound behemoth from 0 to 60 in just 4.8 seconds. The 2025 model features an upgraded MBUX interface with artificial intelligence that learns your preferences, automatically adjusting everything from climate control to ambient lighting. Starting price? A cool $200,000. Number 9. Lincoln Navigator L. At 232 inches long, the Navigator L offers cavernous interior space that rivals some Manhattan apartments. The black label trim features 30-way adjustable front seats with massage functions and leather so supple, you'll wonder if it came from cows raised exclusively on caviar. The adaptive suspension reads the road 300 times per second, effectively erasing potholes before they reach your awareness. The twin-turbocharged 3.5-liter V6 produces 440 horsepower delivered with smooth American confidence. At approximately $115,000, it's exceptional value in the supersized luxury segment. Number 8. Cadillac Escalade ESV Platinum. The Escalade ESV Platinum stretches an impressive 227 inches, continuing Cadillac's legacy of unapologetic presence. The 2025 model features 38 inches of curved OLED screens and an AKG studio reference sound system with 36 speakers creating studio-quality acoustics. Power comes from either the standard 6.2-liter V8 producing 420 horsepower or the available Blackwing-inspired supercharged version delivering a monstrous 682 horsepower, enough to launch this nearly 6,000-pound fortress to 60 in under 4.5 seconds. Super Cruise technology allows hands-free driving on over 200,000 miles of compatible highways. Price tag? Around $150,000. Number 7. Rolls-Royce Cullinan. Named after the largest diamond ever discovered, the 210-inch Cullinan approaches luxury from a fundamentally different perspective. Standard features include doors that close at the touch of a button, umbrellas stored within the doors, and a glass partition between cargo area and rear seats, ensuring occupants remain undisturbed when the trunk is opened. The 6.7-liter twin-turbocharged V12 produces 563 horsepower, delivered with such refinement that Rolls-Royce doesn't publish acceleration figures. They're simply adequate. The 2025 model offers customizable Starlight headliners displaying any constellation the owner desires, and an optional viewing suite. 2 leather chairs and a cocktail table that deploy from the cargo area for impromptu luxury picnics. Starting price? $350,000, typically optioned well beyond $500,000. Number 6. Bentley Bentayga Extended Wheelbase. At 208 inches long after gaining 7 inches in its extended configuration, the Bentayga offers rear seat legroom rivaling first-class airline accommodations. Each vehicle requires over 130 hours of hand craftsmanship with options that boggle the mind. The 2025 model introduces the airline seat specification, featuring 22 adjustment points, postural adjustment technology, and a climate sensing system that automatically adjusts temperature and humidity around each passenger. The optional Naim audio system delivers 2,200 watts through 20 speakers, creating concert hall acoustics. Need more security? Bentley offers full armoring that can withstand high-powered rifle fire while maintaining luxury and performance. Starting price, $250,000. Number 5. BMW X7 M60i. Though only 203 inches long, what the X7 lacks in length it makes up for in performance and technology. The M60i variant features a 4.4-liter twin turbocharged V8 producing 523 horsepower, propelling this 5,700-pound machine to 60 miles per hour in just 4.5 seconds. The curved display combines a 12.3-inch instrument cluster and a 14.9-inch touchscreen into one panoramic interface. The optional Sky Lounge panoramic roof features LED light threads displaying over 15,000 individual points of light in customizable colors. With adaptive air suspension and active anti-roll bars, the X7 M60i manages to handle like a much smaller vehicle. Price? Around $110,000. Number 4. Range Rover SVLWB. Measuring 226 inches with the extended wheelbase, the Range Rover SV combines royal luxury with genuine off-road capability. The SV designation represents Land Rover's Special Vehicle Operations Division, which elevates standard Range Rovers with ceramic controls that stay cool, regardless of outside temperature, and mosaic marquetry woodwork, requiring over 37 hours per vehicle to complete. The executive rear seating package transforms the back into a business-class lounge, with power-deployable tables, 11-inch entertainment screens, and a refrigerated compartment for champagne. The 24-way adjustable hot stone massage seats come upholstered in semi-aniline leather from Italian herds raised at high altitudes to ensure fewer imperfections. Priced from $220,000, it's the pinnacle of luxury that can genuinely go anywhere. Number 3. Lexus L X Ultra Luxury. At 242 inches after the 2025 redesign, this Japanese land yacht prioritizes passenger comfort above all else. The ultra-luxury trim features individual captain's chairs that recline up to 48 degrees, offering 7 different massage programs covered in semi-aniline leather that undergoes a special tanning process requiring twice the normal time. What truly sets the LX apart is its unmatched reliability and off-road capability derived from its Land Cruiser heritage, featuring adaptive variable suspension, crawl control, and multi-terrain select systems. The Mark Levinson reference system delivers concert-quality audio through 25 strategically placed speakers. At $130,000, it offers exceptional value while delivering legendary Lexus reliability. Number 2. GMC Hummer EV SUV. At 220 inches long and 93 inches wide, this electric behemoth makes zero apologies for its massive footprint. The Edition 1 tri-motor configuration produces 830 horsepower and 11,500 pound-feet of wheel torque, launching this 9,000-pound Colossus to 60 in just 3.5 seconds using watts to freedom mode. The 200 kilowatt-hour battery pack offers 350 miles of range. The removable roof panels transform this fortress into an open-air experience in minutes, while the transparent sky panels feature electrochromic dimming. Technical highlights include four-wheel steering with crab walk mode, allowing diagonal movement, adaptive air suspension that raises ride height by 6 inches, and 18 cameras providing views around, under, and effectively through the vehicle. Starting price, $125,000. Number 1. Ineos Grenadier Quartermaster XL. Taking the crown at an imposing 258 inches in length is this British-designed, Austrian-built Titan. The brainchild of billionaire Sir Jim Ratcliffe, the Grenadier was conceived as a spiritual successor to the classic Defender, but evolved into something entirely unique. The Quartermaster XL extends the wheelbase and adds a pickup-style bed that can be enclosed with an optional luxury cabin. Power comes from a BMW-sourced 3-liter twin-turbocharged inline-six, producing up to 456 horsepower in the Trialmaster edition. The permanent four-wheel drive features locking front, center, and rear differentials, hardware found only on serious off-road vehicles. The surprisingly refined interior combines utilitarian design with premium materials, featuring waterproof leather upholstery that can withstand actual hosing down, while maintaining a luxurious feel. The 2025 Fieldmaster Black Label Edition includes hand-stitched Bridge of Weir leather, reclaimed teak wood trim, and a bespoke Harman Kardon audio system. Limited to 1,000. One is the symbol of old money elegance. The other? A modern fortress on wheels with a back seat that feels like first class. Today, we're putting Rolls-Royce against Maybach. Design, power, tech, and pure presence. To find out which ultra-luxury car truly deserves the crown. Old money versus new engineering. Rolls-Royce has been the undisputed king of luxury since 1906, back when cars were still competing with horse-drawn carriages. This is the brand that kings, queens, and oil barons have trusted for over a century. When you buy a Rolls-Royce, you're not just buying a car, you're buying into a legacy that includes everyone from Winston Churchill to John Lennon. The Spirit of Ecstasy hood ornament isn't just decoration, it's a symbol that's been refined and perfected for more than 100 years. The craftspeople building these cars have techniques passed down through generations, and it shows in every hand-stitched leather surface and every perfectly aligned wood grain. Maybach takes a different approach to luxury heritage. Originally founded in 1909, the brand disappeared for decades before Mercedes-Benz brought it back to life in 2015. The modern Maybach isn't trying to recreate some romantic vision of the past. Instead, it's pushing luxury into the future with innovations that make even tech billionaires take notice. Where Rolls-Royce preserves tradition, Maybach pioneers progress. Design philosophy. Walk up to a Rolls-Royce Phantom, and you're immediately struck by its presence. This isn't just a big car, it's a monument on wheels. The Phantom stretches over 19 feet long and stands 6 feet tall, creating an imposing silhouette that announces your arrival long before anyone hears the whisper-quiet engine. The front grille alone is a work of art. Hand-polished stainless steel bars arranged in perfect symmetry, each one individually inspected and approved before installation. The coach doors, those rear-hinged beauties that open backwards, create an entrance worthy of red carpets and paparazzi flashes. When you step out of a Phantom, you don't just exit a vehicle, you make an entrance. Maybach approaches design from a completely different angle. The S-Class based platform means it looks more like an evolution of luxury rather than a revolution. The Maybach S-Class is all about refined aggression. The front end features that distinctive vertical chrome grille that manages to look both elegant and intimidating. Where the Phantom makes you feel like royalty from a bygone era, the Maybach makes you feel like a tech mogul who just closed the deal of the century. Stick around until the end to see which of these luxury titans has the most insane hidden feature that costs more than most people's annual salary. Trust me, you won't believe what these manufacturers will do for the ultra-wealthy. Interior luxury. Step inside a Rolls-Royce, and you're entering a world where every surface tells a story. The leather isn't just leather. It's hide selected from bulls raised in regions with fewer insect bites, ensuring the smoothest possible finish. The wood trim comes from trees that grew in specific climates, hand-matched to create patterns that would make furniture makers weep. The Phantom's interior is essentially a luxury living room that happens to move. The built-in champagne cooler is temperature-controlled and includes crystal glasses secured in individual holders. But here's where Rolls-Royce really shows off: the Starlight headliner. Picture lying back and looking up to see hundreds of fiber-optic lights, creating a perfect constellation above your head. Some customers have even had meteorites incorporated into the design. Maybach focuses on what they call first-class travel. The rear seats are inspired by airplane business class, with massage functions that include hot stone massage, deep tissue work, and aromatherapy systems that can fill the cabin with your choice of scents. The technology integration is mind-blowing. Dual 12.3-inch screens for rear passengers, wireless phone charging, and a sound system tuned specifically for the cabin's acoustic properties. While Rolls-Royce focuses on timeless craftsmanship, Maybach delivers cutting-edge convenience. Performance. The Rolls-Royce Phantom uses a 6.75-liter twin-turbocharged V12 that produces 563 horsepower and 664 pound-feet of torque. But the real magic isn't in the numbers, it's in the delivery. Rolls-Royce engineers have perfected what they call waftability. The sensation of floating down the road with absolutely no disturbance to passengers. The Phantom's air suspension system uses cameras to read the road ahead and pre-adjust for upcoming imperfections. Hit a pothole in most cars, and you'll feel it. Hit one in a Phantom, and your champagne glass won't even ripple. 0 to 60 happens in 5.3 seconds, but the acceleration is so smooth that passengers often don't realize they're moving at highway speeds. The Maybach S-Class range topper uses a 6-liter twin-turbo V12, producing 621 horsepower and 738 pound-feet of torque. This thing will sprint from 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds, making it significantly quicker than the Phantom. Maybach's Magic Body Control suspension system uses cameras and radar to literally lift individual wheels over obstacles, keeping the cabin level no matter what's happening underneath. Customization: bespoke versus configured. Rolls-Royce Bespoke is legendary in the automotive world. Want your car painted to match your favorite sunset? They'll make it happen. The Bespoke program has created cars with paint that includes crushed diamonds, interiors made from leather taken from specific parts of the hide, and even custom fragrances developed exclusively for individual customers. The most extreme bespoke commission ever completed was a Phantom that included actual gold flakes in the paint, interior panels made from wood taken from the customer's family estate, and embroidery that told the story of the owner's business empire. The final price tag reportedly exceeded $2 million. Maybach's manufacturer program offers impressive customization options, but within more defined parameters. You can choose from exclusive paint colors, luxury interior materials, and unique wheel designs. The focus is on offering premium upgrades that enhance the vehicle's technology and comfort features, rather than creating completely unique artistic statements. Price and value. A new Rolls-Royce Phantom starts around $450,000, but most buyers add significant options, pushing the final price well into the $600,000 range. Heavily customized bespoke models can easily exceed $1 million. The Maybach S-Class starts at around $170,000 for the base model, with the top-tier S680 reaching around $230,000. Even fully loaded, you're looking at roughly half the price of a comparable Phantom. In the ultra-luxury segment, value isn't about rational financial decisions. The Phantom holds its value better over time, partly due to its lower production numbers and timeless design. The Maybach offers more technology and performance per dollar, making it the rational choice for buyers who want maximum luxury features. The verdict. So which ultra-luxury car wins this battle? The answer depends entirely on what you value most. If you want a car that makes an unmistakable statement about your success and taste, if you appreciate craftsmanship that borders on art, and if you're buying into a legacy that spans more than a century, the Rolls-Royce Phantom is your machine. It's not just transportation. It's a rolling symbol of achievement that will turn heads and drop jaws wherever you go. But if you want the absolute latest in luxury technology, if you value performance alongside prestige, and if you prefer modern engineering excellence over traditional craftsmanship, the Maybach S-Class delivers everything performance and a level of comfort that rivals the best first-class airline seats. The rarefied air of ultra-luxury hypercars has reached new heights this year, with engineering that defies physics and designs that belong in museums. But are these carbon fiber masterpieces worth more than some Manhattan penthouses? Today, we're gaining exclusive access to machines that redefine what's possible on four wheels. Machines that most people will only ever see in videos like this one. Bugatti Mistral Roadster W16 $5 million. The Mistral represents the grand finale of Bugatti's legendary W16 engine era. This quad-turbo 8-liter 16-cylinder power plant produces 1,600 horsepower, enough to launch you from 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds. That's faster than it took you to process what I just said. What makes the Mistral truly special is how it delivers this performance while remaining completely drivable. Most hypercars at this level are temperamental, demanding extreme skill and attention. The Mistral, however, offers supernatural performance with surprising civility when you're not pushing its limits. The carbon fiber monocoque chassis is a masterpiece of engineering, weighing just 270 pounds, while providing enough structural rigidity to handle the massive forces generated by that W16 engine. The bodywork features hand-formed aluminum panels, each requiring over 200 hours of craftsmanship. The dashboard inside the cockpit features a bespoke mechanical chronograph that can be removed and worn as a wristwatch, a timepiece worth over $100,000 on its own. Every single control surface is milled from solid aluminum, titanium, or carbon fiber. No plastic to be found anywhere in this cockpit. Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute, $3 million. If the Bugatti represents old-world craftsmanship merged with modern performance, the Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute represents the absolute bleeding edge of automotive technology. Named after founder Christian von Koenigsegg's father, this Swedish hypercar is designed with one primary objective: to be the fastest production car ever made. The Jesko Absolute is powered by a 5-liter twin-turbo V8, producing an astonishing 1,600 horsepower. Perhaps the most revolutionary aspect of the Jesko is its transmission, the Koenigsegg Lightspeed Transmission, or LST. Unlike traditional dual-clutch transmissions, the LST can jump instantly to any gear without going through the intermediates. Need to drop from 7th gear to 2nd for a sudden overtake? The LST makes that happen in milliseconds, with no perceptible delay. The aerodynamics of the Jesko Absolute have been painstakingly refined to allow this car to potentially exceed 300 miles per hour. Inside, the dihedral synchrohelix doors open to reveal a cockpit that perfectly balances minimalism with luxury. The carbon fiber steering wheel features 2 small touchscreens that allow the driver to control nearly all vehicle functions without taking their hands off the wheel. Rimac Nevera, $2.2 million. The Rimac Nevera represents the future of hypercars: all-electric, all-wheel drive, and all-conquering. This Croatian masterpiece produces 1,900 horsepower from its 4 electric motors, one for each wheel, making it the most powerful production car you can buy today. The Navara's acceleration must be experienced to be believed. 0 to 60 happens in 1.85 seconds. 0 to 100 miles per hour? Just 4.3 seconds. By the time most supercars are just passing 60 miles per hour, the Navara is already approaching 100. It will complete the quarter mile in 8.6 seconds, faster than most purpose-built drag racers. What makes this performance even more remarkable is that the Navara achieves it with 0 emissions and surprising practicality. The 120 kilowatt-hour battery pack provides up to 340 miles of range and can be fast-charged from 0 to 80% in just 19 minutes. The Navara's carbon fiber monocoque is the largest single piece of carbon fiber used in the automotive industry, providing extraordinary rigidity while housing the battery pack in its floor for a perfect center of gravity. Inside, the cabin is surprisingly spacious for a hypercar, with butterfly doors opening to reveal a tech-focused interior that feels more like a fighter jet cockpit than a traditional car. Pagani Utopia, $3.5 million. If the Rimac represents the future, the Pagani Utopia represents timeless artistry. Each Pagani is handcrafted in Modena, Italy, by a team of artisans under the direct supervision of Horacio Pagani himself. Only 106 Utopias will ever be built, and each one takes over 7 months to complete. The heart of the Utopia is a 6-liter twin-turbocharged V12 engine developed exclusively for Pagani by Mercedes-AMG. This masterpiece produces 864 horsepower and 711 pound-feet of torque, delivered to the rear wheels through either a 7-speed manual transmission or a 7-speed automated manual. Yes, you heard that correctly. A 7-speed manual transmission in a 2025 hypercar. In an age where manual transmissions have all but disappeared from performance cars, Pagani offers enthusiasts the purest driving experience possible. The shifter mechanism itself is a work of art, with exposed linkage crafted from titanium and aluminum. Step inside, and you're transported to another era of craftsmanship. Every surface is covered in the finest leather, aluminum, or carbon fiber. The instrument cluster features analog gauges with intricate detailing reminiscent of fine Swiss watches. Even the pedals are machined from solid aluminum, with the Pagani logo delicately engraved on their surfaces. Aston Martin Valkyrie AMR Pro, $4.5 million. The Valkyrie AMR Pro represents what happens when a Formula One team decides to build a road car. Developed in partnership with Red Bull Racing, this track-focused hypercar is as close as you can get to driving an F1 car with a license plate. Powered by a naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12 engine developed by Cosworth, the Valkyrie AMR Pro produces 1,100 horsepower, while revving to an astonishing 11,000 RPM. The engine is a fully stressed member of the chassis, meaning it's an integral structural component rather than simply being mounted to the frame. The aerodynamics of the Valkyrie AMR Pro generate more than 4,000 pounds of downforce at high speeds, enough to theoretically drive upside down. The underbody Venturi tunnels are so aggressive that they had to be designed to prevent the car from literally sucking itself onto the road surface too hard. Inside, the seating position mimics that of a Formula One car, with the driver's feet elevated higher than their hips. The removable steering wheel could be mistaken for an actual F1 wheel, with numerous controls and a digital display. Hennessy Venom F5 Revolution, $3 million. American hypercar manufacturer Hennessy has created something truly special with the Venom F5 Revolution. While European makers focus on refinement and technology, Hennessy embraces raw, unbridled power with a distinctly American flavor. The Venom F5 Revolution is powered by a 6.6-liter twin-turbocharged V8 appropriately named Fury. This engine produces an astounding 1,817 horsepower, through the rear wheels only. Unlike many modern hypercars that use all-wheel drive to harness extreme power, the Venom F5 Revolution challenges drivers to tame this beast with just 2 contact patches. The chassis is built around a carbon fiber monocoque weighing just 190 pounds, with all body panels also made from carbon fiber. The total dry weight of the car is just 2,998 pounds, remarkably light for a car with this much power. What makes the Venom F5 Revolution particularly special is its focus on track performance rather than just straight-line speed. While the standard Venom F5 is built for top speed runs, the Revolution variant adds significant aerodynamic elements, including a massive rear wing that generates over 800 pounds of downforce at 186 miles per hour. McLaren Solus GT, $3.6 million. When McLaren first created the Solus GT for the Gran Turismo video game series, nobody expected they would actually build it in real life. Yet here it is, a single-seater track car that has made the leap from digital fantasy to physical reality. Limited to just 25 examples worldwide, the Solus GT is powered by a naturally aspirated 5.2-liter V10 engine, producing 840 horsepower and delivering it through a 7-speed sequential gearbox. The entire powertrain weighs just 390 pounds, an engineering marvel in itself. The aerodynamics of the Solus GT are its most distinctive feature, with a central canopy reminiscent of a fighter jet and ground effect tunnels running the entire length of the car. At speed, it generates over 2,600 pounds of downforce, more than its own weight, allowing it to achieve lateral acceleration of more than 2.5 G, with an adjustable pedal box and steering column to accommodate different drivers. The steering wheel detaches for easier ingress and egress through the sliding canopy roof. When fully suited up in the provided racing helmet that integrates with the car's air supply system, driving the Solus GT is the closest experience to piloting a fighter jet on 4 wheels.